The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, you won't hear me say much about this one, but let's just keep it honest. This is the maybe the biggest couple in America, right? This is maybe the biggest from a popularity standpoint and a success standpoint that we have in America. They happen to be two African Americans. We've known them for over 25 years. Beyoncé, a part of Destiny's Child. We grew up through her and her music, through group, and now individually being on top women's artistry. Jay-Z, the rapper who had to put the street life down and become the corporate businessman. It is as simple as that. It does not get more movie-like than Jay-Z and Beyoncé, but we found out that that movie wasn't all it cracked up to be, that they are human. As Beyoncé put it on Eminem's new record, I walk on water, but I ain't no Jesus. I think sometimes with celebrities, we start to look at them higher than they look at themselves. We think they can do no wrong, that they don't go through some of the same problems that we go through as people. And this relationship with Jay-Z and Beyoncé showing us no matter how much money, no matter how much fame you have, you're still human and you make mistakes. Jay-Z did his most in-depth interview about the exact cheating situation on his wife Beyoncé, and I will read quote for quote what he said. You won't hear Jay-Z this open about his life or his relationship probably ever again. This interview happened with the New York Times. He discusses the joint album that I reported on a year and a half that was in the works that never came and why it did not come. Please tune in. Jay-Z's interview with the New York Times, very in-depth and insightful stuff about his relationship with Beyoncé. Hov said, I grew so much from the experience, he shares, but I think the most important thing I got is that everything is connected, right? Every emotion is connected and it comes from somewhere. And just being aware of it in everyday life puts you at such, you're at an advantage. You know, you realize that if someone's racist towards you, it ain't about you. It's about their upbringing and what happened to them and how that led them to this point. You know, most bullies bully. It just happens. Oh, you got bullied as a kid? So you trying to bully me? I understand. And once I understand that, instead of reacting to that with anger, I can provide a softer landing and maybe, oh man, is you okay? You know what I mean? I was just saying that there was a lot of fights in our neighborhood that started with what you looking at. Why you looking at me? You looking at me and then you realize, oh, you think I see you. You're in this space where you're hurting and you think I see you. So you don't want me to look at you and you don't want me to see you. You have to survive. So you go into survival mode. And when you go into survival mode, what happens? You shut down all emotions. So even with women, you're going to shut down emotionally so you can't connect. In my case, like, it's deep. And then all the things happen from there. Infidelity. That's the first time Jay ever in an interview in any setting, Flatfoot says, I cheated on my wife Beyoncé. You won't find it anywhere else. Jay-Z says he and Beyoncé never sat down and planned both of their latest albums, Lemonade and 444. He said it didn't happen that way. We were using our art almost like a therapy session. And when we started making our music together, and then the music she was making at the time was further along, so her album came out as opposed to the joint out that we were working on. I still want that album, by the way. We still have a lot of that music, and this is what it became. There was never a point where it was like, I'm making this album. I was right there the entire time. Not surprisingly, he admits that listening to the music made them both very, very uncomfortable. But the best place in the hurricane is in the middle of it. The best place is right in the middle of the pain. And that's where we were sitting. And it was uncomfortable. And we had a lot of conversations. I was really proud of the music she made. And she was really proud of the art I released. And you know, at the end of the day, we really have a healthy respect for one another's craft. I think she's amazing. You know, most people walk away and like divorce rate is like 50% or something because most people can't see themselves. He says this of his marriage to Beyoncé, the hardest thing is seeing the pain on someone's face that you caused, and then you have to deal with yourself. That is as in depth that I'm pretty sure Jay-Z will ever go. This interview is with New York Times about his marriage, him cheating on his wife, Beyoncé. I don't even have a lot of opinion on the back end of this because those words spoke for themselves. And some people I don't got to come behind because they know a little bit about this thing called life more than me. And that is Jay-Z on his relationship with his wife, Beyoncé. I would love to know your thoughts. Comment section below. Talk to me. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.